Hi guys and welcome to a new video for Infinity Kingdom. This is Pyakia from Server 49 and I'm going to talk about the exclusive skills that are only exclusive for the elements. For example, when you reach Tower of Knowledge, starting from Tower of Knowledge level I think 42, it starts from the wind protection. Wind protection, every 12 seconds after the battle starts, you have a 45% chance to gain wind protection for 12 seconds. So what is the wind protection will gain, or what will it do when you gain it? It will increase the dodge rate by 75% when it's level 1. So for level 8, it will be 85% dodge rate. When the skill is in effect, wind immortals only, every time you dodge an attack, you and one random friendly unit will gain a damage shield to absorb all incoming damage. So the absorb damage will be up to 120%. So this will work every 12 seconds in game after the battle starts, and it has only 45 chance to activate or not, because it's a triggered and it has a chance lower than 50%. So it might be it might work and it might not work. It depends on your luck. The second one here is the lightning protection. Every 12 seconds in game after the battle starts, you have a 45 chance to gain lightning protection for 12 seconds. What will it do? Normal attacks you land will have a 12% chance, up to 40% chance to stun the enemy for 3 seconds. When the skill is in effect, lightning immortals only, every time the enemy is stunned by your normal attacks, also increase the damage of your next ultimate skill by 30% for 6 seconds. So here, as you see, the normal attacks you land here, the first half of the skill is for all the immortals you have, but the second effect of the skill that increases the 30% chance for the ultimate skill for 6 seconds is for lightning immortals only. So this is exclusive for lightning immortals for the second half of the skill. Earth protection, every 12 seconds after the battle starts, you have a 45 chance to gain earth protection for 12 seconds. You have a 30% chance, and the 30% is going to be 100% chance to remove silence root effects from yourself and obtain 200 energy. When the skill is in effect, earth immortals only, every 100 energy regenerated will increase the damage of your next ultimate skill by 1.5%, up to 5% when it's level 8. So as usual, all the exclusive elements skills have two halves, like the first one here for all the immortals and the second one for the elemental type for the skill used. And here we have the water protection. Every 12 seconds after the battle starts, you have a 45 chance to gain water protection for 12 seconds. Reduces the critical damage you take by 21% up to 70%. When the skill is in effect, water immortals only, every time you receive a critical damage, you will be healed. The recovery rate will be up to 150%. So this is also have two halves. The first half here for the critical damage, and it's really obvious that's countering fire, because it's of course water. And the last one here, flame protection. Every 12 seconds after the battle starts, you have a 45 chance to gain fire protection for 12 seconds, increasing the critical hit rate by 6% up to 20%. When the skill is effect, fire immortals only, critical damage is increased up to 70%. As you see here, the 70% is kinda the same for lowering the critical damage from the water protections as the 70%. So here for the flame protection, It's going to increase the crit rate and the critical damage for the fire immortals, and for every elemental or exclusive skill. It's going to kinda boost your march for its power spike, like for fire or flame protection. It's going to increase the power spike of the fire march. So this one here, I really encourage you, if you don't have or don't know any skill to use, you can use flame protection. But for water, having this skill and countering the critical damage after 12 seconds in game, the first 12 or 24 seconds in game, if this skill here didn't trigger in the first 12 or the second 12 seconds in game, it will be totally useless, because the fire march will deal critical damage in the early game. So in the early game, when this skill will not be activated, you will lose most of your troops and you're going to lose your battle. So I don't recommend purchasing the water protection, because it's kind of useless if it didn't unlock in the first 12 or the second 12 seconds in game, like in the first 24 seconds in game. But for the flame protection, if it worked in the first 12 seconds in game, you are going to have a win-win fight. But if it worked for the second time or the third time, it's going to be much better. For the earth protection, I really don't see any use of it, because first of all, Alexander is the main source of damage in the earth march. He is going to play with his exclusive artifact, and his exclusive artifact will prevent him from gaining energy, and it will turn his ultimate skill into a passive skill. For the lightning protection, I really recommend using this one, because it's going to boost your ultimate skills by 30%. If you are using Jikis and Hammurabi in the same march, you are going to have a huge boost for your march, because having a 40% chance to have a stun rate, and the immortal that is stunned every time the enemy is stunned by your normal attacks, also increases the damage of your next ultimate by 30%, and this is a huge boost for the lightning march. So I encourage you, if you don't know anything to put on your lightning march, you can use lightning protection. For the wind protection, I don't see lots of wind marches, because wind marches is not that popular, because fire marches melt wind marches so easily. But for this skill here, having an absorption rate and a dodge rate, it might counter the mixed march, earth and wind, like Alexander and Hannibal. So having a dodge rate and also absorption rate, it's fine if you are using a wind march. So this skill here, if you're using wind march as your third march or as your second march, you can use wind protection. So I really recommend using wind protection and lightning protection, but I don't recommend using earth protection or water protection. But flame protection, I really have or see a good use of it, even if it didn't work in the first 12 seconds. If it worked for the first 12 seconds or the second 12 seconds, like in the first 24 seconds in the battlefield, you are going to have like critical hits from Empress Wu or Hippolyta or William, and doing massive damage with this crit rate coming from flame protection and also the dragon. And William itself can increase the critical rate with Cyrus, lowering the resilience rate. You are going to end the battle as soon as possible. You can hit your critical hits, like Empress Wu can deal 2 or 3 of her ultimate skills and finish the game in like 15 seconds or 20 seconds at maximum. So this is a good use of flame protection. I hope you learned something new about this exclusive skill. Don't open skills that you are not going to use, or skills that you are you just saw it curious and want to test it. You can take my recommendation for it. If you want to discuss it, you can visit me on Discord and discuss it with me. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video. Thank you for watching.